Assalamualaikum. Today I'm going to be talking about network and effects. What is a computer network? A computer network is when two or more computers are connected so they can exchange data. It can be either a computer or any electronic device. For example, a network allows computers to share files, users to message each other, share resources. Networks can be either with cables or wireless. Um, Advantages of using networks. Easily shares files and data. They can be shared really easily. Shares resources such as printer and internet connections. Communicate with other networks. Network using email, instant messaging, video conferencing, and so on. Stores data centrally using a file server for ease of access and backup. Keep all of our settings centrally so we can use any workstation. Disadvantages of using networks: greater risk of hackers, greater risk of viruses spreading and disabling the networks, the significant cost of extra equipment when the network is down. Computers cannot be used as standalone computers. Queues can be long. Quick question. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of using a computer network. Let us know down in the comments below what do you think. And don't cheat. Let's see how much you understood the slides before. Network devices. Hub and switch. A hub and switch both connects a number of computers together to make a LAN. Hubs. It's a dumb device. It sends data to all devices in the network, as you can see over here. It causes network traffic. It has poor security. It's only suitable for small home network. Moving on to switch. Switch is a smart device. It sends data to a specific computer by using MAC addresses. It is more secure and expensive. It's usually used in a larger network, such as schools and offices, and this is how the switch transfers the data. Router. It connects computers to the internet. It routes packets from one network to another. It has a routing table to choose the best route. For example, to send emails to Malaysia to the UK, it might pass through 1,000 routers. Modems. Modems convert analog signals from a telephone line to a digital signal, which can be read by a computer. The modem also converts digital signal back into analog for transmission over telephone. Network Interface Card (NIC). Network Interface Card allows you to connect a device to the network. The NIC will contain the MAC address, which will be used to identify the computer to the network. Bridges. A bridge is used to connect two parts of a LAN network together so they function as a single LAN. Two switches can be connected using a bridge device. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is basically a wireless networking technology that makes it possible to connect devices with a wireless connection to the network. It is reduced of cabling safer. It's safer because you won't trip over the wires. It's easier to connect other devices to the network. It makes computer as long as it's within range of the wireless access point. Disadvantages of Wi-Fi. Limited area of network. Strength of signal is weaker. Possible slow data transfer speeds. Easier to hack into, and it's less secure. Physical obstacles can interfere with signal or can get disconnected. Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a wireless networking technology designed for very short range connections. Connecting wireless devices such as like mouse, phone, headset to a computer which are close in proximity, transferring files between devices. It can be used for so many things, and it also can be used for printing wirelessly from a tablet or your mobile phone. Disadvantages of a Bluetooth: very slow data transfer speeds, short distance of coverage, greater risk of interception of data, and it's less secure. Supports a limited number of devices in a network. Setting up a network. So there are 8 ways to do this. There's ISP, Internet Service Provider. There's the web browser, email, security, and then router, switch and hub, network cables, firewall, and servers. Types of computer networks. Firstly, there is LAN, which is the local area network, type of computer network within a building. It is easy to manage and easy to share files, so it's within a very small area, but it is easier to spread virus and also depends on the main server. It is established by using cables. You can see in this picture how it actually is. Wireless local area network. It's the same thing as LAN, but wireless. Similar to LAN, but there's no other cables. They use access point AP instead of switch. Devices that are used are the computer, access point, router, and ISP. Wide area network: WAN, a computer network that joins 2 or more LAN together. It covers a very large area. This is regarded as internet. Do you know there is a network called the Intranet? It's a private network that is usually used in organizations. It's more secure than internet because it's only accessed by the authorized users. Internet and the internet. Internet is public. It's available to everybody all around the globe. Um, Internet is network of networks. Internet is global. Internet has more information than an internet. Whereas internet is within one organization and it's private. Internet tend to be policed or managed. Internet has an extra layer of security. Data can be found in an internet. It's more relevant than the internet. Accessing the internet. You can access the internet through these devices such as laptop computers, desktops, tablets, smartphones. Advantages of laptop computers: more portable and smaller in size compared to desktop computers, bigger screens compared to tablets and mobile phones. Um, Disadvantages: touchpad may be difficult to use and to navigate the web pages. Processors are not as fast as the desktop computers. Stable for desktop, there is a stable internet connection because it's connected, it's wired. That's why it's like really good internet, and it uses a mouse, which is easier for navigation. It but sadly, it has to be connected to the power supply at all times. So if your power supply runs off, it's gonna be a bad thing because your desktop is not gonna work. And sadly, it's not portable like the other devices over here. Moving on to tablets and smartphones. Tablet is portable than desktop and a laptop. However, less than a phone. Mobile, portable and easy to carry around while you move. Like you can carry it in your pockets and wherever you want. It you can have it with you all the time, and can access internet via phone networks, 4G. But signal strength dependent on the location. So if the signal is really bad there, you're gonna have bad internet. Smaller display screen. The screens are really small and compared to the other 2 devices that we just saw. Not all websites are designed to be used by a mobile or a tablet. Touchscreen may be difficult to use and limited battery life. network issues and communication. But before that, let me ask you a question. Should the internet be policed? Discuss in the comments down below if you agree it should be policed or you disagree. Agree. It would help to prevent illegal materials being posted on website. People can find dangerous information easier, such as how to make bombs or how to make drugs. It would help children to um, go into those websites, undesirable websites, and it's not something good. It would help to stop incorrect information being published online. Disagree. Materials published online can be found in a book as well. It's very expensive to police the internet, difficult to enforce rules and regulations globally. Policing on of the internet might go against freedom of information. Laws are already exist for those who post illegal information in some countries. Reliability of information. Information on the website is more likely to be up to date compared to books. Websites can be easily updated. It is easier to get information from websites. There is a vast amount of information on a website. Information could be correct or incorrect or inaccurate. There is high risk of information overload in which it is difficult to find exact information. Security issue. Passwords are used to secure web pages. In order to secure your website, you need to run anti-spyware software often, change your password regularly. Passwords should not be too easy to guess or break. So your passwords should be strong and contain a capital letter, small letter, number, and a symbol, like this one over here. Authentication. This is used to verify the data comes from a secure and trusted source. User IDs and passwords are authentication techniques. Digital certificate, biometrics, and magnetic strip are all used for a means of authentication. Virus. In order to minimize the effect of virus when using the internet, you can do the following. Running antivirus in background to constantly be checking for virus. Make sure the antivirus is kept up to date. How antivirus works. It checks files or software before they run in your computer. It compares a possible virus against a well-known viruses in the database. It carries out a really tough checking in case of new type of virus. If it checks like a possible threat to a computer, it if it suspects any file or software being infected, it puts it to quarantine. The user can determine whether to delete such file or to keep it. That's the most important part of it. Avoiding viruses when accessing the internet. Avoiding unknown or suspicious looking websites. Try not to visit with a security indicator such as H. Try to visit, yes. Try to visit the security indicators such as HTTP or that. So without that HTTP, you can don't click it because it's unsecure. Copy address URL on address bar or on your browser instead of clicking on the link. Avoid opening emails or attachment from an unknown source because that can put virus in your computer. Try to apply common sense while using the internet. Network communication. Faxes and emails. The full meaning of a fax is facsmile, which means a copy. There are two basic ways of sending a fax: a physical fax and an electronic. Physical fax machine. A dedicated machine connected to a telephone line. The user places the document in a fax machine tray. He lifts the receiver and dials the fax number of the person and presses send. At the receiving end, the document is printed on the other fax machine. Although it might be slow if the link is quite busy or there are lots of documents to be printed. It might be slow if these two things. Yeah. And then the example of this. So if this guy wants to send to this guy, he needs to type this number on the fax and then press send, and then he's gonna get this. He's gonna receive it. Electronic fax machine. This is a modern way of faxing a document through the internet. Everyone has to subscribe for a fax service. Then you have a specific fax number given to you. The sender can send attachments to you by dialing your number only. The receiver gets notifications and has the attachment printed by his fax machine. As you can see over here, this is how it works. Comparison between physical and electronic fax. Electronic is cheaper as there is no need to buy a fax machine. The transfers using electronic method is encrypted. There is no issue of busy signals, like transmission can be sent to an email account or printed by fax machine. Physical fax entails hard copy and to hard copy. Electronic faxing entails soft copy or hard copy to soft copy. This is some study thing. And then audio, video, and web conferencing. Video conferencing. It uses both sound and video. Oh, as you can see in this picture, how they're video conferencing. This is what video conferencing basically is. It is carried out in a long real time. It requires webcams, large monitors, microphones, and speakers. It has potential issues of jerking images, time lapse in response, being expensive to set up, and requires training. And then there's audio conferencing, which is used through audio only, through sound. The organizer dials the number of the participant and sets up a meeting. This kind of meeting can only be carried out by the internet telephony called voice over internet VoIP. Web conferencing. It's also it's also referred as a webinar. It only requires a computer and reliable internet connection. The participants have to download a software like Zoom. You know, people use Zoom for web conferencing these days a lot, so that's one example for it. It is used for presentations and educational purposes. The participants can join and leave, mute and unmute. And that is the end of the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the slide. Thank you and goodbye.